Hello everyone, thank you for coming in to watch this video about me talking about Star Citizen. For anybody that knows me or listens to the podcast, you'll know that I'm quite a big fan of Star Citizen. I've been playing it for a fair few months now, and I think I just want to talk about my current thoughts on the game. You know, what kind of place is the game in? Is it worth getting now? Is it worth getting soon? You know, what's coming up? What am I excited for? What is everybody else excited for? And just generally, a good understanding of hopefully what's to come and what has already been announced, really. I'll be going over a little bit of stuff from the PTU in its current form right now. So the footage that you're seeing is me in the PTU phase trying the Cutlass Red. For anybody that doesn't know about the Cutlass Reds, I don't know really where you've been. If you're a Star Citizen player, then you probably don't watch a lot of videos if you're not aware of the Cutlass Reds. So effectively, the Cutlass Red is an ambulance. With it being an ambulance, it's got a med bay, which has 2 medical beds. What they've done in the PTU phase is they have made medical gameplay kind of a thing, it's kind of first iteration. So what does that actually mean? So it means that you can set that medical bay to your respawn location. And currently, as of right now, as time of recording this video, if the ship is within 4 million kilometers of you and you die, you will spawn back at that medical bed, depending on whether or not the ship is still actually, live in the server. If it's been despawned or destroyed in any way, of course you're not going to be able to wake up in the bed. But by the by, if you're 4 million kilometers within the ship's distance away from the ship, then you should be able to spawn, which I think is going to be massive for a lot of organizations that will be doing events and player made events, because the current state of the game, it's got enough content for everybody to play some missions or go mining, do trading, but I think the fun of Star Citizen at the moment is not playing alone. It's playing with people, playing within an organization, and I think that is so important at the moment. My organization, the ISSF, we do run some events. We're also friends with other organizations that also run events. For example, I'm going to be running an event on Saturday, recording it. Hope you guys will like that, because I will be posting it up on here. But that's going to be a more or less like a rally across Daymar. I know that that's currently happening. I thought of the idea and then I found out that actually that's going to be a thing, but by the by, I am super excited to continue doing some events, and when we look to do events that will require us to have a battle against each other, the Cutlass Red and soon the Carrack, they're going to be really important for these organization events, just so that people have a location to spawn, so they're not spawning millions of miles away and have to get a ship out and then get to the location again. It kind of ruins that sort of immersion and enjoyment when doing events. So thank God that they've decided to put this in. I'm super excited for that. Speaking of the Carrack, of course, like I said, if you watch any of the podcast, or you've heard me talk personally or anything like that about Star Citizen, I cannot not mention the Carrack. The Carrack is without a doubt one of the most anticipated ships. I'm so excited to get my hands on a Carrack, and it's going to be hopefully this time next month that we actually managed. I will have a Carrack in my hands. I cannot wait for this. I am so excited, and I feel like they're also bringing in a lot more information, and to do with their development cycle, and they're bringing in more gameplay pieces. Like, there's a rumor, I don't know how true it is. Apparently there's a leak that smuggling could be becoming a thing quite early on. So it'll be really interesting to see if that is the case. See if CIG managed to do that really well, and it will be an interesting sort of gameplay loop. I'm really interested to see how that actually plays out. So, you know, with the upcoming pyro system coming into game, will we have more of like a police presence within Stanton going to and from the gate? You know, it's those kind of things. If that's the case, you know, will the drug manufacturers in Stanton have to smuggle their stuff out of Stanton and into Pyro? Will you become that smuggler? It's those kind of gameplay loops that I know that I am extremely excited for, and I cannot wait to see, you know, how this works and how CIG do it. Because for me, I know it's not exactly a popular opinion right now, but I believe CIG are doing really, really well. I think they're doing a fantastic job. You know, it's not easy creating a company around a game that's got, you know, a fair bit of funding, but not as much funding as some of these massive AAA games. As I have said before, you take the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2, that had triple the budget and the same amount of time, but they had an established company, Rockstar, you know, funding that project and getting people on that project, whereas CIG was built around Star Citizen. Star Citizen started, CIG as a company were built round that, expanded round that, you know. So Chris Roberts, I think, is doing a fantastic job with the budget that he's got. Is the game playable in its current state? I mean, kind of. You can get in a ship, you can fly the ship, and you can shoot the weapons most of the time. The gameplay loops are not all that fantastic, but they are bringing more and more into the game. More missions, more gameplay loops. You know, from this time 3-4 years ago, the game was nothing. You couldn't really do anything. Now I can trade, I can do missions, I can bounty hunt, you know, I can fly with friends, or I can do organization events. I can do all of these things and build my own experience. And that's what the game offers me right now. For the amount I've paid, do I think it's worth it? Yes. And I won't lie to you, I've paid a lot. But I absolutely think that it's worth the time. You know, I'm not paying for the game now. I'm paying to the development of the game. And that's what I think a lot of people are kind of missing from this piece. The game is an alpha. It is still being created, and there is still stuff being implemented. And, you know, a lot of people have paid a lot of money, but that money has gone into the development. And I think we're finally, after all these years, are seeing the benefits of what people have put in, the money that people have put in. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what the game's going to look like in about a year's time. I can't wait to see the pyro system. I can't wait to see smuggling, if that becomes a thing. I can't wait to see the next iteration of medical gameplay. I can't wait to see more ships coming out. I can't wait for a Carrack. I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot wait for a Carrack. I'm so excited come February. And I'm looking forward to doing more Star Citizen content on this channel. But I think for anybody looking to get into Star Citizen, my biggest piece of advice to you is play with friends. Don't play alone. Find an organisation. If you want to join an organisation, my organisation are hiring. Just let me know in the comments and we'll talk and we'll sort something out, see if you can join the organisation, and, you know, we can go from there. But definitely play with people. This game is at its best when you are doing something with someone. And that is the best piece of advice I could give you. Star Citizen is a game where you don't need to spend a lot of money, as long as you've got a friend that already has. You know, multi-crew, whilst it's still improving and it's not a thing at the moment, it is, you know, you can still do elements of multi-crews. You can have a pilot, you can have somebody in a gunner seat. You know, there's different things that you can do together as a party or as an organisation. And, you know, and with more gameplay pieces coming in, so for example, you've got the banking app. That's going to be massive for multi-crew. Being able to have player-to-player transactions. You know, these are the things that Star Citizen are desperate for, that the players of Star Citizen are desperate for. So you can just hire people just in the all chat, or you're in Stanton and you just want to chat with them and say, look, I'm going mining. Do you want to come with me? here, you can have X percentage of the profits. What do you say? Can we go from there? You know, you're hiring somebody, then you're paying them at the end. That's what Star Citizen is. You do not need to be a pilot to play the game, although it looks like it. Everybody can fly a ship, but to be a good pilot, it's, you know, it's a skill, just like anything else. But you could be a co-pilot when that comes in. You can be an engineer when that eventually comes in. You know, you can be a gunner. There's so many different things you can do. And for me personally, I've loved every second. It's been worth every penny. And I think if anybody is trying to, you know, get involved in Star Citizen, now's the time to do it. If you do it now, yes, it's buggy. Yes, it's a bit of a mess at points, but you get to see this fantastic development and how the game is progressing. I mean, when I started a couple of months ago, I think it was coming out with 3.5 into 3.6. I've had the game for a lot longer than that, and I tried to play it years and years ago, but it wasn't exactly a game. But, you know, I've seen the introduction of mining and of like consumables and, you know, just all these different gameplay loops that are coming in, and it's exciting to see. And I can't explain just how exciting it is to somebody, of course, that hasn't played it. Hopefully to anybody that is playing it, you agree with me on most of these points. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said before, if you want to join my organisation, then let me know in the comments and we'll do something there. You know, I hopefully should be getting a podcast out within the next couple of days, so please watch this space for that. And then, as I said as well earlier, I'm going to be doing an event within Star Citizen this weekend. Hopefully get that edited and get that sent out to you guys. So just let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you later.